Robspective. We're gonna get started on episode 2 today of our sub-series, A Long Way the Wrong Way. A Long Way the Wrong Way. And as I've stated in a previous episode, I wanted God to lead me on this one, on my journey in this. And last time when I originally started the podcast, I did have God on my mind, but I didn't talk about it enough. I didn't allow myself to explain the reason that I was going through what I was going through. It's because I was doing it alone. So, in this episode, I want to do things a little different. Every episode I'm probably going to, adapt and change the thing here and there just to try and create what I think will be a perfect podcast for everyone. Now, I want to open things up with a little scripture. I'm just going to read it word for word and I'm going to talk about it. And who knows? Maybe we'll both learn something. So I'm in Samuel chapter 21. Then came David to Ahimelech. And forgive me if I pronounce the names wrong. These names back in the day were complicated. But I'll do my best. The priest, and Ahimelech was afraid at the meeting of David, and said unto him, Why art thou alone, and no man with thee? And David said unto Ahimelech the priest, The king hath commanded me a business, and hath said unto me, Let no man know anything of the business whereabout I send thee, and what I have commanded thee. And I have appointed my servants to such and such a place. Now therefore, what is under thine hand, give me 5 loaves of bread in mine hand, or what there is present. And the priest answered David and said, There is no common bread under my hand, but there is hallowed bread, and if the young men have kept themselves at least from women. And David answered the priest and said unto him, Of a truth, woman have been kept from us about these 3 days since I came out, and the vessels of the young men are holy, and the bread is in a manner common, yea, though it were sanctified this day in the vessel. So the priest gave him hallowed bread, for there was no bread there, but the shrew bread that was taken from before the Lord to put hot bread in the day when it was taken away. Whew. We'll stop there. That was verse 6. Samuel chapter 21, verses 1 through 6. Now, I don't necessarily know what everyone's going to get a different perspective, But I wanted to try to just read the scripture, see if I could, get something out of it, and then just compare it to my life and my journey and what I've been going through. And the part that really stuck out to me was when he was telling him not to let anyone know where I send you, or where I send you, or where I send you, or not to let everyone know what you're doing here or what you're doing there. Sometimes it's best to move in silence. Some things you have to face alone. Some things nobody can do for you. And this is just what I've learned from experience. You can reach your hand out, you can chase, you can beg, but if their help isn't meant for you, it won't be enough. Sometimes people, you struggling, you need a couple dollars. And let's say you might need 20, 30 bucks, but the person who's trying to help you, they trying to, man, look, I got $2, I got $3. Is it unwise to not accept the 3? Because it's not what you need. It hasn't completed what you might need fully. Or is it actually wise to accept what you can get in hope of accepting gratefully will increase the acceptance gratefully? Not accepting gratefully will decrease the acceptance gratefully. So you just have to know every choice you make leads to another choice that leads to another choice that affects an outcome. There's not one choice you make in a 24-hour span that doesn't affect someone or something else. And the minute you realize that your actions and your decisions are not of your own and do not just affect you, and I don't mean your kids or anything like that. Of course they do. But I'm talking about people you might not even know the name of. Now, you cannot build your life by the words of people. So it's not wise to go about life looking for acceptance from people, as well as allowing their criticism to affect what you're doing. Keep moving forward. Love the Lord. Sometimes you have to lose to gain. You got to lose to win sometimes. It's not always about winning. You'd never appreciate winning if you always won, because you wouldn't know what loss felt like. And a lot of times that causes anger. You know, you lose, you get upset, you get jealous, you get envious, you get frustrated. Be willing to learn to control your emotions. It's so easy to react. As soon as you feel something, I'm angry, I'm sad, I feel like you're doing me wrong, I'm gonna attack you. I love how some of the things I might have said 2 or 3 years ago are now making sense. And sometimes that's how God works. He'll tell you something. He'll whisper something in your ear. He'll even direct you to something. And you don't have a clue why you're there, what you're doing, how you're going to do it. But he didn't tell you needed to. All he wanted you to know is to have faith. Have faith that I sent you here for a reason, for the good of something. Because I only do things in good. And you know, people always refer back to people dying and stuff, but people were going to die anyway. Children and adults. We all come from dust. We will return to dust. So it is God's will to take that dust as he sees it and use it for any purpose that he so desires. Those heavenly children, those innocent children, they're going to be in a much better place than here anyway. So we should be thankful. As hard as it is, as much as it hurts, no good thing comes from anything, any transformation without a little bit of pain, without a little bit of shiftiness. You know, changing your diet, working out, you know, reading. If you're not used to that, new job. Like when you have to learn something new, there is a transition where it could be a little painful, a little difficult, but it's all about perspective. When I feel pain leaving my body from exercising, I see it as the negative things that I used to do with my body, the negative things I used to put in my body, getting pushed out in hope that there's space for something new and something better to come in. But I ain't trying to get too crazy. I appreciate everyone who has tuned in for listening. Keep in mind, whenever God touches my heart to make one of these, they will be made. Just be a little patient with me. I'm not going to just try and make an episode every day just because I need to. No. I'm going to make an episode when I'm touched by the Spirit. I appreciate you all for listening, and I hope, you know, you got something out of this. I'm starting to actually enjoy this a lot more, so the episodes might become a little bit longer, a little bit more detailed, but in time, I hope that one day I can create something that's big enough for everyone to enjoy. Until next time, thank you for listening to Robspective. Episode 2, A Long Way the Wrong Way. We'll see you next time. Stay blessed. Have a wonderful day. Peace.